Hey Art Fam, it's Luis Martin, the art engineer. Welcome to the safe space, welcome to the studio. Are you ready for this? I got my remote control. Bam! It's magic! With a remote control. Listen, it's summer, but it's 69 outside. I don't know what happened. It was 90 yesterday, but you know what I'm talking about. If you're in the world right now, you know it's all bonkers. But not here. Here, we're bonkers. So I have the August collage kit. I'm really excited to open it up and just do some amazing stuff with it. But before that, please turn on the air conditioner. Wait, I have to turn on the air conditioner. God, it's hot. Okay, it's gonna be noisy, but gotta do it. Whew. Okay, real time. Before we jump in, go to collagedream.com, get your hands on this kit, and tell your friends, bring everybody along, so we can meet in this sandbox. When you become a member, you get access to our very private, very safe, very exciting sandbox. It's like Facebook, but cooler because it's only us. So join. All right. Also, remember, there's a new version of the Collage Digital Kit. Is now called Collage Dream Diaries, and go check out the last video. I unboxed that and it's wonderful. Thank you for all your comments. That was a lot, you guys. Okay, welcome. Here we go. All right, this is the kit. This is the August kit. I'm so excited about it. I'll tell you about that in a little bit. But before that, how are you? What's going on? Like, there's a hurricane. There was an earthquake yesterday in LA. Hum. If you notice, actually you can't really notice, but I keep a lot of crystals around me, and you can't do that in LA because if you have a lot of rocks and there's an earthquake, it'll fall on you. But I'll show you. I don't know anything about anything, honestly, but I love crystals, and I love surrounding myself with these beautiful, look at this, isn't this wonderful? Isn't that just magic? Yeah. You can do many things with it. You can do magic, and you can do, you know, spells and incantations. I kind of just like hanging out with them, and they're like my friends. And you know, like, they're not mine. They're gonna be around long after I am, kind of just like the earth and the other rocks. But they're beautiful. Get yourself a little pet rock. Remember those? Okay, so this is the thing, the kit. This month, our collective image is this really beautiful wing. It's a wing, you guys. The cover is part of the prompt. So this is actually a really old collage that I created, and I invited artists to revisit their old archives because sometimes we have so much artwork and we don't know what to do with it. Explore it again. Maybe there's something that you didn't see, or maybe you can give it new life. So I'm inviting people to use the wings to maybe give it new life. So I gave this collage a new life. By adding a fascinator, by adding a wing. So let's unbox this, shall we? All right, I hope you have your air conditioner on. As always, anytime you get your kit, burn some incense, hang out with your pet rock, turn on some music, and get ready, because this is a treasure trove. You never know what you're gonna find. I always throw in very similar vibe and vocabulary, but it's always different, right? So this is no exception. So behind it, you'll always find a little note about the prompt and the special element and all that fun stuff, and the collection of all of our monthly collective images. So we started with the baby for the new year, and then I don't remember the order, but there's the dancing dogs, there's the trout, there's the anthurium, which I can't get enough of, the Statue of Liberty hand, the circle, the little call box, and now we have the wing. Okay, so right off the bat, of course you get diamonds, we have this wonderful, wonderful image of the wings. I mean, you know, what can I say? Cut one out, put it anywhere, it'll change everything, right? It's just so beautiful. So I'm gonna put this to the side, make a pile, the pile you wanna use, and the pile you'll save for later. Okay, so this is what I'm all excited about, you guys. This is the special, ooh, look at that, isn't that wonderful? That's it, that's all you had to do. God, that's beautiful. Okay, so this is the special element. Every month I usually send a really special element that'll kind of trigger you to create new things or kind of explore. To this month, it's this. It's a blank CD. That's all it is, but it's a template. We can get all fancy. You can buy the really beautiful, you know, circle makers, but this has always been my favorite because it's very cheap, it's very inexpensive, it's ubiquitous. I can't get over the reflection of this. I mean, ugh. Okay, so we're going to be working with this, so stay tuned. This month we also send you tons of stickers. I'm going to work with this. This is beautiful. Our double adhesives. I like this. I'm sending you some a color block. I like this. I think I want to work with this. Okay, so then we have more wings, you guys. Look at this. Ugh, beautiful. Ugh. Okay, this is giving me some ideas. So I'm gonna go back to this. Yes, okay. Oof, things are speaking to me. So as you're working, you don't have to have it like a final picture in your head what you're gonna do today or in this session, but let things speak to you, you know? It was speaking to me. Ooh, this is 3D. Check this out. I had a 3D kit once, and we sent glasses. This is from that same book. And I think, oh, wow. Okay, might use that. You always get some classical art so you can just destroy, because I think, you know, there's this idea of high art and low art, and sure, that's a thing. But the moment you fuck up, like the establishment, you just become stronger. So do that on every level. Okay, so that's cool. Ooh, look at that. I love typography, you guys. This is one of my favorites. So you get 2 of those. Check this out. What the heck is this? Oh my gosh. I mean, it's a translucent kit. Check this out. Do you see that? Look at that. Ooh. Oh, I love it. Okay, so this is the thing. It doesn't matter where I got this, because it's just so beautiful, right? Taken out of context, things are wonderful, right? If I take my javelina that I got in Arizona out of context, what is it? It's a toy, it's a comfort thing, but it also represents something, right? Wildlife, it represents tons of things. So this is actually, taken out of context, is from Whole Foods. We get Whole Foods, and the bags are lined with this beautiful aluminum. And Elvis's idea, thought that would be great as an element in the kit. And he went all for it, so this is wonderful. Okay, we got some Picasso. And so I did a workshop, oh my gosh, I did a workshop at Poster House last week, and it was wonderful. And I gave one of these special kits to Lori. Thank you for coming, Lori. And there was a really creepy image in it. And it was such a great example to be like, oh yes, remember, in everything we see and everything we find, there will be darkness, there will be shadows, there will be contrast. And guess what we can do? That's therapeutical. That's therapeutic, right? So while we can't do that to war, we can't do that to, you know, climate change, we can start here. We can physically get it out of our way, out of our mind, right? So if you have a picture of Trump, of whoever is annoying you, whoever is causing grievance in your environment, do that, right? We want to talk about high magic, let's start there. Okay, so we also have this wonderful book that Leanne gave me, and it's all punk stuff. These are all punks. Punk. What else we got here? Oh, of course you're gonna get some beautiful scenery. Is that lemonade? Absinthe? I don't know. Oof, that looks like coffee. I've had so much coffee today, guys. And it's only, what, 1 o'clock? Oh, look how beautiful. Again, this doesn't have to be anything, but you know what I like to do actually from the kids? I just randomly pick stuff and use it as bookmarks in books that I'm promiscuously reading because I never finish. I'm in an era right now where I'm just going through different books and not really reading any of them, but you know, giving them some love. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so in my prompt, I mentioned an artist. Her name is Kusama. If you're in the art world, you probably know who she is. If you're not, she is a fantastic artist that's very popular, and I'm not a big fan. I know, I'm a hater. And I'll tell you why. Just like Van Gogh, even Frida, this is a very special artist that's been kind of grouped with all of the artists who are like cuckoo, you know, and that's what makes them great, which is, I think, is a lie, because then it makes other aspiring artists think they gotta be weird or they gotta be cuckoo to be good artists. Bullshit. So that makes me a little bit uncomfortable. But she creates environments with circles. So that's what we're gonna do today. I think what I want you to do, this is a challenge. I never tell you what to do, but today I am. I want you to create an environment. We need to spread out, you guys. We need to spread our art, right? Put it everywhere. So I'm gonna invite you to create at least 10 circles and create an environment. Can you imagine if you created 10 purple circles and put them all around your house, or put them all in the bathroom? Check out Kusama's work. It'll move you. It'll inspire you to no end. I promise. So I think I'm gonna do that. Let's start with this. And at the end of the day, how many can I get? I can get 4. If I only get 4 shiny circles out of this whole session, I think I won, right? Because it's special. All right, let me get my little tray. So remember, this is my little tray. I figured out from going to my friend's house as a studio, this is all I really need. Everything else is super floss, right? So I have my blade, my double adhesive tapes, my frenemy, and scissors. So that's all you need, really. All right, let me catch my breath. Let me have some water. All right, so tell me a story. How are you? How are you coping with You guys, oh my god, I am so excited about the mystery canvases. I just finished 2. You want to see them? They're a secret, but I'll share it with you. All right, bear with. This one's going to California, and then there's 2 of them. This one is going to California. There's another one just like it. I make them in batches, and that one's going to Chicago. It's not Frida. Not everybody that wears a flower on their head is Frida. So this is part of the mystery canvases, and I've been having so much fun. Okay, that's enough. I just wanted to share that with you. So if you're interested in one, go to collagedream.com or go to my Instagram and you can buy one there, or join the email list and I'll let you know when it's open, because I've been making them and I want to make sure I can make them and send them out with good time. Yeah, so I've been doing that and I've been having so much fun. This summer has been really great, I must say. Okay, so listen, use this as your template, and the cool thing about the CD being transparent is that you can see what you're cutting, because this is just a blank image. It doesn't really matter, but I'll show you in a minute what I mean by that. Look, isn't that wonderful? God. Okay, let me make another one. Okay. So, I haven't collaged in a minute because I've been painting so much. And listen, when you step away from your art practice, because you're busy, because you're uninspired, which I don't believe in, we'll talk about that in a minute, it's not going to punish you. It doesn't hate you when you step away. Quite the opposite. When you come back, when you return, it's waiting there with open arms. Love me. I'm serious. And the whole idea of not being inspired, I think that's when we get too caught up in preconceived notions, right? What art should be instead of what art is to you right now. Right now I'm not painting, but it doesn't make me less of an artist because I'm collaging. You know, I am an instrument. You are an instrument. So we are making music. We're making art with everything we do. What you choose to put in your hands is completely up to you, right? There is no penalty for that. Okay. And really, if you're lost, if you have too much and you don't know where to start with one thing. Make a painting with only red paint. Make a drawing with only crayons. Limit yourself. Limitations are good as guidance sometimes, you know? Okay. I'm telling you, I drank a lot of coffee, so I can almost hear you. All right, look at this. So I'm gonna make something with this already. I mean, look at that. I'm done. Oh my gosh. Do you see that? Okay, that's not what I wanted to do, but this is calling me. I love this. Okay, so, I mean, okay, I'm just gonna prove a point. This is all you need. So, if you want to get your hands on this, I have I think I have 3 more kits left, and I'll give it to you at the members rate, which I think is $30. So if you want this, go to collagedream.com and put promo code. What should the promo code be? How about they try to get away, you guys. I got it. Okay. I just created an environment. I just Kusama my life. Oh no. Okay, so check that out. That's all you need to do. Make 10 of those and see what happens, right? I mean, you get foil paper, right? So promo code RING, R-I-N-G. Gotta keep it simple. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave those there because I said create an environment. I just created an environment for myself. And what did I do? It's reflective. It's reflection. So when I look at it, it'll move with the light as I move, right? So, all right. I'm still going to use them for my collage, but for now, I'll just leave it there. All right, this is what I had seen that caught my eye. So I'm going to use this guy. Did you see that? Okay, here we go. Things flying around all over the place. Okay, so I love birds, obviously. I love animals. Ooh. Things are in flux, you guys. But perfect, we'll use that one. So whenever you can use an animal, like everything that you choose to use, there are implications, right? So if you're using a turtle, what does the turtle represent, right? What does it represent? It represents patience, right? It represents long journeys, but successful journeys at that, right? What's the story of the tortoise and the hare? So all of these things come into play. And when you do that, it's also really good to ask yourself, why did I gravitate towards that? How does that how does that have resonance to my experience right now? Just like tarot reading, just like divination of any kind, it's all about the reflection that you choose, or not that you choose, but the reflection that resonates with you, right? Okay, look at that. This is what I wanted to do. Where'd you go? I'm all over the place today, guys. This is what I wanted to do. Isn't that amazing? Okay, I might need a bigger paper. Bear with. Always bring in more of your material because you know you have some. Even if you don't have some, go to your kitchen, use some parchment paper, use some foil paper. There's art material everywhere. One of my favorite places to get art material is Home Depot. I used to live at Home Depot because we used to do a lot of construction to our house. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Okay, I'm gonna commit to this. Commit. I was telling the people at the workshop that collage is a wonderful exercise in commitment, right? If you're wishy-washy and you can't commit to something, start with collage because it's just paper at the end of the day, right? Oh, I like this. Okay, and then one of my favorite things to do, which I don't do often enough, is, where are you? Here it is black on black, or monochrome, right? Look at this. Do you see this? talk about Kusama. Go check, pause this, go see Kusama. She did a collaboration with Louis Vuitton, I think. So you've probably seen that. Go. Did you do it? All right, come back. So I'm creating an environment with this black on black. And what I'm doing too is I am doing the magic of 3, right? If you create a clusters of 3, a triangle, it creates this dynamic rhythm that just hums. It just hums. So you can't really go wrong with it. So if you're stuck, try doing that. That one was invisible. Okay. Check that out. Oh my god, I'm in love. Okay, let me do this. So I'm just gonna use the whole sheet. And that's the cool thing, you guys. Don't mince. Don't hold back. Ooh, this is perfect for this. One thing that I've been meditating about a lot, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, is wingspan, right? When was the last time you felt like you created work, you expressed yourself, or you lived at full wingspan, like fearlessly, right? A lot of the times we're scared of that, right? We're scared to use the whole paint tube. We're scared to use the whole sticker sheet. Why? Just do it. There's more, I promise. We're in the United States, most of us, and it's a land of plenty. So don't be afraid of that. I think a lot of times also it's people's reactions to our full wingspan, right? And that's a huge lesson. You gotta not care. You just gotta not care. Is that proper English? You gotta not care. So look at that. Oh, I'm in love with this. Oh, look at that. And what happens? What's happening when it's black on black, right? It creates depth, and the viewer has to really kind of want to see what's going on. Okay, I'm just gonna put this one over here, and that's that. I mean, this. So here's one thing that we must learn: restraint, right? I'm telling you full wingspan, but then learn when to say enough. Like, this is so powerful as a minimalist piece of work, right? As a collage, there's so much information, and believe me, I could keep going. I can be like, oh, right here, and because I'm a maximalist by nature, but this already has so much beauty to it that I think I'm gonna stop here, and I'll make another one just because I have so much energy in my hands. But alone, it's perfect, right? So let's put this to the side, and we'll come back to it. And then I'm gonna make a really quick. I'm gonna make another one really quick. So let's use this, and let's tone it down, right? Because it's so powerful. What happens when I create peace in it? Look at that. Ooh. It's okay. I think that those are important words to use while you're creating art. That's okay. That's okay. You spilled the paint. That's okay. You drank some of your wash water from your brushes. That's okay. Okay, and then of course. So let's do this. So this has a lot of detail. What I like to do first, and you can go back to the this weekend prompts from last Saturday. I like to cut it out as one shape, right? What I mean is I'm not going to worry about the intricate cutting right away. I'll go back to that. I just want to get it out of the page to have a nice little chunk of paper, and then voila. And now I can do this. I'll hold it here, and then I can go to town. I can chit chat. and concentrate, and don't worry about these little things, you can cut them later. But I do like to be neat about it, right? Because what we're doing here, we're artists, we're selling the illusion, right? And that's from Drag Race, you guys. Are you watching Drag Race? We're watching Drag Race Mexico every Friday. I love it. All the references to Mexican culture, it's wonderful. They also have Drag Race Philippines. I'm not Filipino, but I just love seeing just the culture coming through. It's just so wonderful. Have you ever had Halo Halo? Listen, if you know me, you know I have a sweet tooth. That's all you need to know about me. And Halo Halo is like shaved ice with like all of the deliciousness of history in it. Look it up. Halo Halo. If the Philippines weren't 20 hours away, I'd go just for dessert. Okay. What do you like to eat? What's your favorite dessert? I'm really surprised when people don't like dessert. I don't know if they can be trusted. Like skinny bakers. Like, don't trust a skinny baker. Get out of here. Now I'm just talking trash. You know what I'm having the wildest time? On Instagram, there are these, you know, like memes for astrological signs. And for whatever reason, I clicked on one, and now I'm getting nothing but. And it's all the Gemini tropes, and they're so accurate. It's annoying. They're so accurate. Like, I'm the happiest, saddest person you'll ever meet. Okay, look. Isn't that cool? Okay, loving this. Loving this. Like, again, talking about minimalism, right? This just works. Okay, maybe one more thing. One more thing. Ooh, yes. This is a thing, you guys. This is a thing. Oh, yes. Look at this. So I'm not kidding. I am obsessed with crystals and minerals. And, you know, they have magical properties, but they're also scientific, right? Magic before it's categorized as science by a man in a white coat is what it is, right? So these crystals and minerals that I have all over my house, they're all over our phones. They're used in our phones as activators and blah, blah, blah. Yes, look at that. Okay, just maybe one more. One more. Ooh, yeah. Do I like this? I don't know. I like this, but I don't know if there's enough contrast. Oh, there you go. I'm looking because I have a collage over there using the exact same thing. I've showed this to you, but since I'm already breaking the fourth wall, let me break it one more time. This is what I mean when I say create your vocabulary, right? So this is something I created back in 2012, I want to say. And look, I'm using the same vocabulary: wings, birds, diamonds, and they're the exact same ones. I probably cut the same figure too. But again, I didn't really notice that until like someone else told me, or I just kind of like, oh. But see how it's evolved a little bit, and how I'm kind of propagating this idea by sharing this with you. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna use the diamond, but I will use this. How fun. And isn't that wild? See, like I said, this is from a shopping bag, you guys. It's from like something that's so ubiquitous, something that intrinsically has no value, right? So just look around. Okay, here we go. Yes. Do I like that, or do I like this? Ooh, I like that too. Okay. Or do I like this? Oh, yes. See, it's all about puzzles. Yes, I like this because it's kind of, ooh, love it. Okay, let me put it down and then I'll tell you why I like it. And I kind of like the one above, one below because it goes back to that maxim, right? From the Emerald Tablet, as above, so below. Okay. So, because this is not meant for art, you have to play with it and you have to kind of have a conversation with it, right? You can't use this as silver paint because it's not. So, it was a shopping bag, so it's not meant to adhere to anything. It's not meant to bend to our artistic will. So, I mean, and really that's the secret to any material, right? You have to learn its gravity and learn how to manipulate it to your will, right? We're talking about magic here, you guys. And that goes with your body, that goes with words, right? Like, learn the gravity of it and then make art with it. Okay, so what have I created here? Let's make space. Let's make space. So this is the August collage kit, and I've created two slightly minimalist collages, right? So this is very much inspired by the idea of creating an environment with a very simple element. Get yourself a CD or get yourself the kit. Promo code RING, and $5 off, and expand. Right, like expand, like full wingspan, and see what happens. This is a very minimalist collage, meaning it would be so easy to keep going, even putting something inside. But the fact that I didn't leave so much space for interpretation, for conversation, and anytime there's a reflective element, people just are drawn to reflective surfaces, right? So keep that in mind. The second one I did, same thing, right? There's so much noise above, but there's this beautiful pattern of the feathers and the wing expanding, and it almost looks like it's coming out of an egg, right? I absolutely adore both of these, and look how well they go together, right? Even this way, look at that. Yeah, so I hope you're as inspired and you see the potential in just taking one image and propagating it. Alright, you guys, this is Luis Martin, the art engineer, inviting you to be part of the art fam by joining and subscribing at collagedream.com. Get your hands on the diary. It's going to be amazing. Alright, I'll see you here, there, and everywhere you take your phone. Alright, I need more coffee.